Hello and welcome to Holo-Krome. I'm Tim Thompson, Director of Operations. I'd like to take you on a quick tour of our products, our processes, and our people. First, a little background. Holo-Krome was founded in 1929, and over the past 80-plus years, we've built a reputation for producing the highest quality products in the industry. Today, that tradition continues at our 200,000 square foot facility in Wallingford, Connecticut, where we manufacture more than 200 million parts a year, each one proudly made in the USA. That includes 3,000 fastener SKUs, as well as all kinds of custom manufactured parts to print. If you have a tough to manufacture part need, Holo-Krome can provide an engineered solution. Using proprietary cold and warm forging techniques, we produce extremely high quality parts for critical applications, whether that's an OEM final product or a piece of equipment that simply cannot fail. To support the quality and specifications required by our customers, we are ISO 9001-2008 certified, RoHS compliant, QSLM Class II approved, and DFARS compliant. We've been pursuing lean manufacturing since 1987, and Kaizen is our way of life, keeping our team engaged in continuous improvement in the areas that matter most to you, our customer. Our strength is our people. The average tenure of our 100 skilled operators is over 15 years. And our approach is extremely team-oriented. Team leads oversee their production jobs from raw material to ship product, with full ownership of each stage of the process, and ultimately, the final product. Now that you have a general sense of who we are, let's take a tour of the facility and show you how Holo-Krome products are made. Holo-Krome's cold forging process utilizes a series of dies and stamps to shape pieces of metal wire into a desired shape, whether that's a standard configuration or a custom design to meet a specific customer need. Unlike machining, cold forging results in an uninterrupted material grain flow following the shape of the part, resulting in a much stronger product. It all starts with the raw material, which we purchase to a much higher specification to exceed industry requirements. Through the years, we've developed close relationships with a very limited base of strategic domestic suppliers. The result is correct and consistent chemistry on time, every time. To start the process, wire is loaded onto a wire reel or pre-feeder, then fed through a lubricated draw die to tight specifications of the required diameter. The wire is then fed to a heading machine where it is cut into a blank, then run through a series of dies that form the part. Each header stamps the blank until the desired shape is achieved. Depending on the job, the part is then sent on for secondary operations, such as thread rolling. At Holo-Krome, we utilize thread rolling rather than thread cutting for stronger, more precise radius, root, and run-out threads. Additional secondary operations include machining, full contour grinding, coating, and heat treating. We'll talk more about this all-important operation in a minute. The process is completely hands-free. The only time the operator touches the part is to perform quality inspections. Again, our operators are fully accountable for the parts they produce, and they use gauging stations at each stage of the process to make sure the product is perfect the first time through. If they meet the required dimensional standards, our cap screw products are stamped with the Holo-Code head marking system. This badge of quality provides full traceability at a glance, all the way back to the raw material supplier's heat treat number. Now that the part has been formed and marked, it's time for heat treating. Holo-Krome operates 2 fully automated heat treating furnaces along with 3 semi-automated batch furnaces. It is a common misperception that the more strength is always better. The truth is that ductility is equally important, but without the right balance, you end up with a brittle product that's subject to failure, no matter how strong it is. That's why heat treating is so critical. At Holo-Krome, heat treating is a true science. With each batch, our skilled operators use computer controls to create a tightly calibrated mix of time and temperature at the proper density to assure uniformity. First, the parts are heat treated to a red hot in a large, carefully controlled furnace. During this stage, the steel molecules are activated and arranged for optimal strength. Then they're moved through a quenching process, which rapidly cools them in oil, locking in the strength. At this stage, the product is still too brittle for critical use. So it's sent through a washing stage and into another large furnace to be tempered. This final heating stage relaxes the microstructure to achieve the proper metallurgical properties. The result is a product with superior clamping force and fatigue resistance when failure is absolutely not an option. The next step is to test for quality in our in-house A2LA certified lab. Our engineers use state-of-the-art equipment like Tensile, Rockwell macro hardness, micro hardness, and laser lab testers to certify that our operators have done a good job and that the product meets all of the dimensional, chemical, and mechanical requirements. This is the final stamp of approval before it's packed and shipped out. So there you have it, from raw material to inspected final product. Now let's take a closer look at the types of products Holo-Krome produces. Our standard and custom part offering includes bolts, screws, and studs, all kinds of socket cap screws, including socket head screws, socket set screws, and socket shoulder screws. We also produce dowel pins, socket pressure plugs, Allen nuts, and jam screws, along with special socket head cap screws such as flat button or low heads. Materials include carbon and alloy steel, stainless steel, brass, and Monel, with various coatings available for added protection in different environments, including Holo-Krome's signature black oxide coating. Again, if there is a length, material, coating, or other criteria you don't find on our website or catalog, our engineers will supply a quote, and we will make it for you. From all of us here at Holo-Krome, thank you for taking the time to learn more about our company. With our new world-class facility set on a 52-acre lot, we are poised for growth, and we're looking forward to adding even more products and capabilities to provide solutions for your business. For help with quoting or designing a custom part, contact our team of engineers. Our engineers are also available for fastening and torquing seminars and field failure analysis. Learn more about our products and where to order at holokrome.com. Thank you.